Alright, so next we're going to move the exhaust. This is my tripod leg here and over there, so you see that, don't worry about that. Your sled won't have that on it, but yeah, so we're going to take the exhaust off. So let's start by doing these springs here. Grab yourselves some vice grips, or you can also grab a screwdriver and take a slit out of it with an angle grinder. Obviously you're going to want to use an old screwdriver that you don't need to be a screwdriver anymore, but this makes a good spring puller as well, so whichever one you choose. As you can see, that was a high quality screwdriver. Thanks to our good friends at Harbor Freight for that one. We're just going to go with the needle nose vice grips, since that piece of junk screwdriver snapped off. Should have went with those all along. Easy peasy. Looks like we've got a hack wire job. Must have had a spring break. We'll have to be replacing that on when we put it all back together. Take apart that hack wire job. Just gonna grab our wire cutters. Alright, now we got one more spring back underneath here. Take your vice grips again. Pull down. On the bottom part of the spring, use your finger to help get it off. Alright, now your exhaust should be ready to come out. I'm going to hit these with some PB Blaster and then take these off. These exhaust manifold bolts are 13 millimeter. I'm gonna use my breaker bar to break them from being stuck. Not too bad at all. $13mm box wrench. Definitely not what I would want to do, but my only option. Thankfully it came off without too much difficulty. I'm using a swivel socket on a 1/4 inch ratchet underneath. So just want to show you that. If you have swivel or even a swivel socket, but this is just a swivel adapter. Yeah, that helped me get off the bolt underneath, or this, yeah, the nut, excuse me, underneath there a little bit easier. So not sure if I'm gonna be able to get over there and do it on the other side, but that'd save you a couple minutes from having to do it all with a box wrench. Something just to point out, these exhaust manifold nuts here are actually made out of brass, because I dropped one down there, tried to pick it up with my magnet tool. Obviously the magnet tool sticks to this, but nothing there. So yeah, if you drop it by accident, nothing there, you ain't gonna be able to pick it up with a magnet. So, or if you need to replace them, just something to note. As I mentioned earlier, horribly rounded off nut. So you can see that there. Anyways, now that I have the 6th nut off, that's how you take your exhaust off.